Hello everybody, Retro Cleric here, and today is a little bit after, but it's the release day of Visions of Mana. No one cares. I just got it, of course, because I am a Mana expert at this point. I've played all the Mana games up until this point, and I'm really hoping it's not going to be as bad as I think. Okay, but Squaresoft decided to 1, make it single player, 2, make it woke, and 3, add the dumbest pre-order bonus of all time. They give you a case with the game in it, and then they give you a steelbook. But the thing is, steelbook is way too small. It can't even fit the case. So like, why do I have 2 cases? I don't know. It's pretty ridiculous if you ask me. But, well, we'll see if the game's good or not. I really don't know how it's going to be. It looks very twinkified. The protagonist is a complete twink. There's furries in there. A bunch of wokeness going on in the game. And I'm really upset that they are tarnishing the Mana series reputation with the character design, the bland graphics, and etc, 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 okay? They missed an opportunity, Squaresoft. You missed an opportunity. 15 years since Dawn of Mana, which was a horrible game in itself. You know, the series should have been left off dead. Maybe my final thoughts, which I will add to this video when I beat the game, are gonna be a little different. I really hope so. I hope I enjoy the game and everything, but this is one that I'm not looking forward to playing. Mostly because it's not co-op, mostly because it's woke, twinkified, but obviously being a gaming elitist, I have to, and a Mana expert, I have to see what is really, all the hype behind the game, because everyone's like, oh, Visions of Mana, best Mana game ever, I love the twink protagonist. You know, but you can't judge a book by its cover. You can't. So, it might have twinky protagonists, it might have furries, it might have, LGBTQ influence, but it is a Mana game, and I've loved every Mana game I've played, other than, Dawn of Mana, of course, on the PS2, which the series died off at. So, I'll talk back with ya when I complete this game, but for now, this has been the Retro Cleric with the Visions of Mana on launch date. Okay, everybody, Retro Cleric here, and I'm 2 hours into Twinks of Mana, and oh boy, was I right. I was so right. So far, 2 hours in, the story is a complete ripoff of Final Fantasy X, which had a pretty bad story to begin with for a Final Fantasy game. But they decided to do it again, just blatantly rip it off. No co-op, once again. Button mashing combat, complete button masher of a game. Squaresoft, you can't just make every game into Final Fantasy Remake. It doesn't work like that. The Final Fantasy Remake formula actually worked for the Final Fantasy VII Remake. Not for Visions of Mana, not for Valkyrie Elysium. How is it that back in the 90s, all the games were so vastly different? All the Square Enix series, like Valkyrie Profile was a 2D side-scrolling RPG, Visions of Mana was a co-op RPG, action RPG, and Final Fantasy was a turn-based RPG. Now, Squaresoft just remakes the same fucking game over and over again, whether it's Final Fantasy, Visions of Mana, Star Ocean, or Valkyrie Profile. It's just all these games are a complete ripoff of one another. Because clearly Square Enix is going down the drain, they're going down the woke path, as is completely evident in this game. And they are on their last leg, essentially, and it's a matter of time before they fall. Even the developers of this game shut down before it even fucking came out. It's fucking pathetic, Square Enix. But my complaints with the game, and I will see some positives, it does have Mana enemies, it's pretty whimsical like all the Mana games, but it's just so damn twinky. So it is like the most homosexual RPG I've ever played. I'm not playing fucking Nickelodeon Junior RPG here with Visions of Mana. It was rated T for teen, not 3 for 3-year-old fucking preschool, okay? This is the most Nickelodeon Junior PBS fucking game. Has the worst English voice acting, which I really want to show you right now, because right now I'm just in a random cutscene, 2 hours in, and just, it is twinks galore, and they all sound like twinks, they all act like twinks, and they look like them too, of course, and furries galore as well. I'll just show you here. Here we go. Oh my gosh, so there's a fucking furry right there, furry twink, then main protagonist twink. Oh my gosh. The cutscenes are so choppy too, I've realized. So choppy. The frame is dipped so many times. It's like really pathetic. Yeah, there's another furry, dragon furry. That bitch's voice is so fucking annoying. Some southern accent. Fucking dumb cunt. Ah. Yeah, there's the thirst trap, of course. The lolly thirst trap that they put in all these fucking Squaresoft action RPGs nowadays. Yeah, twink, shut the fuck up. Most homosexual RPG I've ever fucking played in my life. I can't even, like, play this game in front of my family, okay? Because they're gonna come out and be like, dude, you're fucking 20 years old, you're not 3. What, are you gay or something? Like, if you're not, then this just makes no sense why you're playing the game. Well, I'm a mana elitist, which is why I kind of have to play it. But holy crap. See how fucking cheesy this is? So cheesy. Fucking PBS fucking Junior RPG. Oh gosh. Well guys, I just wanted to show you, like, I'm gonna be giving updates throughout the game. But wow, it is complete twink fest right now. But I'll keep updating you as we go on. Hello everybody, Rush Cleric 324 here, and finally we've made it to the final boss of Twinks of Mana, Hidalafag. This game is absolutely ridiculous. It has offered me 0 challenge so far. This is like the most fun boss fight in the game, but it's not fun at all. It's not difficult. I'm at the way end of it now, so you'll see me get the final hits and kill him. But boy, oh boy, does this game suck. What a disappointment. What a horrible week of my life I've spent playing this game. It is really the problem. It highlights the problems with Square Enix. This game is the physical embodiment of DEI going to game designers' heads. They put way too many furries, way too many twinks, but I'll talk about that after I beat the game. So now, just get the final shots in this easy motherfucker. So easy. Fucking Dalafos. Fucking horrible naming, too. Like, I've had to skip so many cutscenes in this game, because it's just, like, regurgitating the same fucking shit. It's like Kamala Harris the game, right? Okay, but we just beat the game of Twinks of Mana. Wow. What a waste of my fucking time. What a fucking abolishment of my childhood. Definitely not as good as Secret Mana. Yeah, shut up, Twink. Sit down. Sit down, Twink. Fucking waste of time. What? Something went wrong with the game? There's a... Oh my god, I cannot believe I actually caught this on camera. See how incompetent this game is. Now what happens? It actually, like, it's gonna make me do that again to see the ending? Are you serious? Are you actually serious? I'm not doing that again. I don't know who they think I am here. God. This fucking game is trash. Not once did a mana game ever crash on me, let alone after the final boss. Oh my god, Squaresoft. Oh my gosh. That is actually hilarious. It's like every PS5 game I play seems to crash on me, seems to be bugged, seems to be just underdeveloped, really. Like, this is like lukewarm.
Oh my gosh. And let's see where it saved me. Because I am not fighting that boss again. I know he's the final boss. I fucking beat the game, okay? I'm not fighting the boss again. I'm not doing the post game because the post game is fucking shit. The whole game was shit. Yeah, defeat De La Fag. Fuck you. Fuck you, game. Oh my god. Well, guys. Clearly, you guys see how fucking horrible this game is designed. Squaresoft bombed. The game fucking crashed before you could even see the ending, solidifying the fact that this game is absolute dog water, okay? This game is made for furries, made for LGBTQ, and made for toddlers, okay? If you're not in any of those demographics, then don't play the fucking game. If you're a true Mana fan like myself, like you grew up with the series, played all the games, don't fucking play this game. Gosh, it's been like a week and a half since I've gotten this game. And oh my gosh, every day, it's been disappointment after disappointment. I'm looking forward now to finally playing The Legend of the River King on the Game Boy, which is supposed to be a lot better game than this, but it's sad, guys. It's really sad. The Mata series is pretty much dead. Like, it's dead. This is horrible. This game is not even a Mana game. It will not be considered a Mana game, in my opinion. The final boss was so fucking horrible, like 20 minutes long, just to crash on me. Like, what is it with PS5 games? And the PS5 is so powerful. All the Sony fanboys, the Snoy boys say, they say, oh, the PS5 is so powerful. Well, guess what? This is like the second game that this happened to me with. The first game was Elden Ring, Shadows of the Erdtree. I will get to that in another video, following up to my video claiming that Elden Ring Shadows of the Erdtree is for babies, which it is. And it's, the difficulty is overrated. So much so, it's a particular boss in the game just decides to kill himself and never come back. But we'll get to that in my other video. But, guys, as much as I'm laughing now and, like, it's, like, kind of funny how bad this game is and, like, what just happened, it's really sad, okay, because Secret of Mana, the Seiken Densetsu franchise, Final Fantasy Adventure, Secret of Mana, Seiken Densetsu 3, Legend of Mana, etc., has been a prominent game series in my childhood and has shaped me into the gamer I am today. So then, 15 years later, since the last Mana release, Dawn of Mana, the last mainstream one, that is, they come out with Visions of Mana, the world goes crazy, because, like, new Mana game, it looked amazing in the opening trailers, because, like, I didn't know it would be Twinks R Us when I first watched the opening trailer. I was so excited, finally, like, relive my childhood with my sibling, playing, co-op, but, no, they just decided not to, implement co-op into this game like they did with the Trials of Mana remake, which was also just a watered-down version of Trials, the original Seiken Densetsu 3. But then again, it's 10 times better than this. Okay, Visions of Mana has failed, Squaresoft is going under, and this is a prominent example of how DEI constantly stands in the way of not only our video games, but our religious beliefs, TV shows, politics, everything. You know, it's ridiculous how needy these people are, these demographics, these minorities are, that they need to be represented to everything. And these Americans, so selfish, I can't believe that they, like, forced Squaresoft, forced Atlas, forced Nintendo recently to all fall into this, like, DEI, or fall under the DEI umbrella, okay? Like, keep American politics, keep American bullshit out of Japan, okay? Japan is a good country. It is very modest, very based, and please keep American politics in our industry out of Japan, because it's not likely that the Japanese are taking this well. I could already imagine how they're receiving Twinks of Mana, how they're receiving Astrobot. No one likes it, okay? They didn't receive Final Fantasy 16 well. Like, Squaresoft wake up, understand where you came from, understand who your fans are, which is the Japanese, and please start appealing to them, because your DEI bullshit is not getting you anywhere, okay? It's really not, and you're focusing way too much on DEI that your game crashes after the final boss. Like, the most climatic point in the fucking game, it crashes. But guess what? I'm happy that I don't have to watch that horrible ending cutscene, because it's shit. The whole story is shit. It's, once again, watered down version of Final Fantasy X, which was already a horrible Final Fantasy game, the start of the downfall of Final Fantasy, and they just, like, fucking reskinned it. Final Fantasy gay version, or whatever, Final Fantasy X gay version is for Visions of Mana, PBS Kids version. Like, wake up, Squaresoft. You know, I think I've accepted that companies like you and Capcom and Konami are just dead, and honestly, I'd rather it be that way than you guys, like, try to come back with a half-baked Mana game, you know, or Konami with a half-baked Castlevania or Goemon game. Like, it's really sad. Capcom with Mega Man, like, it's sad. Just keep V-Series, keep my childhood dead if that's how it's gonna be. Keep Mega Man in the past, keep the Mana series in the past, keep Castlevania in the past, because they bring it out in the day and age of 2024, and these SJWs will stop at nothing, because they, like, have no life. They're maggots, they're parasites in our system, and they will stop at nothing to demolish Japanese video games, because they don't want to admit that Japanese video games are better. So, with that being said, guys, a little sad that the Mana series is dead. I was expecting great things. Happy that the game's over, because it was fucking awful. It was dog shit. But, I guess, for the channel, I never did play Dawn of Mana, I never did play Visions, or, Children of Mana, and I never did play Heroes of Mana, PS2 and Nintendo DS games. And they're all a part of the, World of Mana series, and the World of Mana pretty much, like, killed off the Mana series. So, throughout the next year or so, I'm gonna try to play, like, Dawn of Mana, Children of Mana, and Heroes of Mana, and see if any of those games are even half as bad as this, because they don't look the best, especially Dawn of Mana, but I guarantee you that I will have a lot better of time playing those games and appreciate them much more than fucking Twinks of Mana, worst Mana game of all time. So, with that being said, guys, don't buy Visions of Mana, it's a really bad game, and just keep fighting for what you believe for, keep fighting for Japanese video games, because these people will, they'll crumble eventually. So, Visions of Mana, you are canceled.